Hey everyone, I'm Lyle Burks with the Viking Speaks. And this is the 48 Laws of Power. Hey everyone, Lyle Burks with the Viking Speaks here. It's been a little while. Long enough that, beard's a little bit longer, hair's a little curlier. Don't exactly look like the person in the intro anymore, right? Same person, promise, just been busy. Good things change. So, during this period of time, I wanted to, it's been on my mind, I wanted to circle back and finish this. So we're still on Law 24. So we're gonna go ahead and dive right into 48 Laws of Power again. We're gonna finish this lesson plan out. Now with Law 24, this one is intricate, okay? This is play the perfect courtier. Now what it says here in the judgment, get my reading glasses on. That the perfect courtier thrives in a world where everything revolves around power and political dexterity. He has mastered the art of indirection. He flatters, yields to superiors, and asserts power over others in the most oblique and graceful manner. Learn and apply the laws of the courtship, and there will be no limit to how far you can rise in the court. Okay. So then he's going to go into talking about how court society worked back in the day, and then the various laws of court politics. We're going to focus on those laws. Okay. So the first one is avoid ostentation. Now, it's never prudent to prattle on about yourself or call attention to yourself or anything of that nature. The more you talk about your deeds, the more suspicious and less attractive you are. So make sure you keep it low on yourself and talk more about the others. Okay, practice nonchalance. Don't get too worked up about things. If something is offensive to you, frustrating, you just take that vent it later. Don't let it get to you now. Be frugal with flattery. Nobody likes to kiss ass, okay? So the reality here is you want to deliver your compliments and your flattery sparingly and tastefully. Because the less you give them, especially to your superiors and to personnel who you want to be in their circle of influence, the more it's gonna mean. And they're gonna be like, well, damn, okay. Yeah, you might catch your attention easy. Now, arrange yourself to be noticed. Now, this is different than the being bold and outwardly saying, look at me, look at me. This is strategically placing yourself in areas where you're gonna be noticed all the time. So what it actually says here is there's a paradox. You cannot display yourself too brazenly, yet you must also get yourself noticed, okay? So in the court of Louis VIII, Louis XV, whoever the king decided to look at rose instantly in the court hierarchy. You stand no chance of rising if the ruler does not notice you in the swamp of courtiers. So the task requires much art. It often initially is a matter of being seen in the literal sense. So pay attention to your physical appearance and also the way to creatively be distinctive, subtly distinctive with your style and your image. So basically what they're saying is, let's think about our work. Let's say if you're using this to become more of a figure at work, rise the ranks, grow your own business, start your own organization, whatever the case is, you need to be seen. So be out and about. Don't be stuck behind your desk all the time. Put yourself out there. Be out on the floor. If you work at a factory, be out there on the factory floor, engaging with other personnel, not clientele, that's business. What if you work in a bank? You're not the teller. Maybe you're in a back office getting analytics done. Come out, mosey around every now and again. Take 5 minutes every hour to be interactive with other personnel. Help out. And I bet there are 15,000 other different jobs. So you get the idea. You need to be seen, okay? But in a way that's not obnoxious. Have a little poise about it. All right, now, alter your style and language according to the person you're dealing with. So this one, it's saying be a little more chameleon-like. So Tony Robbins talks about this as rapport. So if I have someone who's kind of brazen and very loud, very energetic, I need to give that energy back in order to have good rapport with that individual. But what if another person comes in and they're a little more quiet? You know, they're not quite as bold. Maybe they're a little more soft-spoken and even-tempered. Have that same tempo with them, have the same temperament, and it's gonna make a difference. So watch your person. Be as they are to build that rapport. Now, never be the bearer of bad news, period. That one deserves no additional explanation. Don't bring the bad news. Let somebody else do it. Never affect friendliness and intimacy with your master. Okay, now in the word master, they're talking about your boss, your superior, whatever. Whoever it is you're trying to impress or take over for. He does not want a friend or a subordinate, he does not want a friend for a subordinate, he wants a subordinate. Never approach him in an easy, friendly way or act as if you are the best of terms. That is his prerogative. You need to let the boss come to you and seek friendship out to you. You do not go that way. Always treat that individual with their superiority as a particular rank. So now, the way I talk about this in the military, prime example here. You can have somebody you came through the ranks with. And when they passed a certain rank, let's say a good friend of mine, right? We both came enlisted and I went off and stayed enlisted. We're still friends on the outside. But anytime we saw each other in uniform, it had to be professional. You need to maintain that professional manner until the other person who outranks you gives you the right of way to be friendly with them in that environment, okay? Never criticize those above you directly. More on that later. Be frugal in asking those above you for favors. Guys, nobody likes someone saying, well, hey, would you give me a hand out, help me out, help me out, help me out. We take daily discipline action, okay? So don't look for the easy way. Never joke about appearances or tastes, especially to your boss or to anybody that they're friends with. And really, you don't really know who all they're friends with if you're not in their circle, so just keep it to yourself. You know what, if you gotta say it at home just to get it out, do it at home alone. Do not be the court cynic. Nobody likes a Debbie Downer, so don't be that person. Be self-observant. You know, okay, this one honestly deserves a bit of a read, right? So the mirror is a miraculous invention. Without it, you would commit great sins against beauty and decorum. You also need a mirror for your actions. This can sometimes come from other people telling you what they see in you, but that's not always the most trustworthy method. You must be the mirror, training your mind to see yourself as others see you. Are you acting too obsequious? Are you trying too hard to please? Do you seem desperate for attention, giving the impression that you are on the decline? Be observant about yourself and you will avoid a mountain of blunders. So basically, besides the ridiculous word that I have a hard time pronouncing, what this is saying is do a little self-reflection. Take a moment to pause and say, okay, how are other folks taking this when I talk? The things that I do, is it coming off the way I want it to? Am I a dick? Am I, a pushover? Am I being nice? Did they see that I'm me for the person I want to be, that I am? Be observant of yourself as well. Master your emotions. Guys, I can't stress this enough. There's a difference between a response and a reaction. You need to learn how to respond to situations, because as soon as you're reacting, you're giving a feedback based on emotion. And oftentimes it's not the good emotion. The anger, frustration, stress, depression, whatever it is, one of the negative type emotions is usually coming out. Now there's all the circumstances in which you've got a positive emotion, but response is where the logical side comes in. And in this particular circumstance, what we're talking about here, for these purposes, it needs to be logical, okay? Fit the spirit of the times. A slight affection of a past era can be charming, as long as you choose a period at least 20 years back, wherein the fashions of 10 years ago is ludicrous, right? But unless you enjoy the role of being a court jester. Now, we've seen this time and time again. Anybody who's paid attention to the trends between fashion, music, even movies are coming back at certain times. So keep up with the times. That's it. Finally, be a source of pleasure. If you're looking to gain power, if you're looking to gain you know, a little bit of notoriety in your circles. Be someone people want to be around. That's pretty cut dry. So, let's see. I believe that's all we have for the 24th law. There's quite a bit more that comes into that, so if you want more details, check out the link below. I've got the book in the description. That's all I got. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow on Law 25. Recreate yourself. Much love, y'all. Bye for now. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's grow this channel so more people can get great information that I'm going to be writing. Don't want to miss it, okay? All right, I'm out.